with the most in the frame. Bella on the boards, producing the flame. 1,000 vids deep, multicam pristine. From a webcam start to a Hollywood screen. Bearable, we break it with the grin. 10 viewers strong, yo, that's kin. This the podcast. 8 years on the scene. Scott on the mic, Bella running the dream. 10 in the chat, but they family feel me. Studio glowing, crypto keep it real G. La 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 la, live every night. Turntable scratching, we taking flight. La 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 la, live every night. Turntable scratching, we taking flight. Bella in the cut, mixing beats like a chef. Green screen galaxy, LEDs never left. From Bitcoin pizza to NFT flex, we laugh through the dips, cash and respect. 8 years grinding, still smiling on cam. Our 10, they the reason we give a damn. 10 hearts in the live, but they louder than a mill. Every GG in the chat give us chills. Scott say what's good, Bella hit the switch. Crypto never sleeps, neither does the click. This the podcast. 8 years on the scene. Scott on the mic, Bella running the dream. 10 in the chat, but they family feel me. Studio glowing, crypto keep it real G. La 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 la, live every night. Turntable scratching, we taking flight. La 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 la, live every night. Turntable scratching, we taking flight. La 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 la, live every night. Turn it up, fam, 8 more, let's go. La 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 la, live every night. The podcast. See you in the live. See you in the live. The podcast. See you in the live.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the delayed Dark Side of the Podcast. Thank you. I knew that we would get there. Podcast, your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott, pragmatic investor. And joining me as always is the Cry Plank to get it. And joining me as always, the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the redheaded Bella. How are you doing tonight, hon?
You know what? I am happy to be looking up instead of down at my desk at paperwork.
Yeah, well, welcome to the show. I don't know, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just happy to not be on the phone with India because from 5 a.m. Just before, right around 11:30, about 6.5 hours, I was on the phone, trying to work through our little snag right there, and it's the DIM key, the DIMK key, which Google won't generate for us because we had to change our MX records to turn on the Stripe payments, and yeah, they're not going to bend on that. It's 24 hours, so hopefully tomorrow morning we're up, we're live, phased rollout. Go to SigeaCloud.io, buy storage from us, and start protecting your data. That's kind of what we're that's the hope right now, and I could speculate because I'm allowed to, but we're hoping to have be on the store just a little bit before Christmas. That's where we're at right now. There's no guarantee. We have to wait. We have to bend the knee to Google and Apple and all those other people right now. But we have been submitted. The final build's there. We get the new one. Bella and I will get the new one. Bella, me, and Jason. We'll get the latest and greatest. The one that we push to the store. So it might not be the one that's on your phone. That's one we're going to go up there and blast and all that other good stuff. So we don't need any more testing on that. we're good.
And again, guys, as soon as an official date is confirmed for launch on the Google Play Store, Android App Store, and Apple Store, there will be an announcement made by me that's going to go out on Sigea Official. As soon as we have that date, we will let you know. Yes, we are hoping it's going to be before Christmas.
Hoping.
That
Yep.
would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. And I'll finally be able to take a break. But don't quote me on that. Okay. It is not confirmed. We are just pushing. The official date will be confirmed on X first.
Yep, and obviously it'll be confirmed by me and Belle here on the show a little bit after. I feel off center here. Do I look off center?
Yeah, you're off center.
How much? A lot of bit, a little bit.
You are a little too far over to your right.
Okay, well I'm gonna fix that right now, Belle. Go ahead and talk for a minute. I need to see the screen to be able to do that stuff.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, guys, we are getting serious. We are getting super, super close. It took longer than we were originally hoping for.
Yeah, by months.
But we're getting there.
We're
getting there, finally.
It took longer by months, but the difference is that I guess the nice thing is that we're not costing you guys any money while we round it out. We're not burning tokens or liquidating tokens, turning them into cash so that we can keep our runway going. It hasn't cost anybody anything. So
there's a reason our pay rail is not turned on yet. I mean, it's because while we're in this phase, we don't want to charge you guys money.
Yeah, it's the crypto blowback. You know, everybody building. You know, it doesn't matter how bearish the market is. Builders are going to keep building. And yeah. And another chain is shutting down. They announced their sunset today. I don't remember the name. I think it was Prism or something like that. It's just another dead myth Cosmos train that is going to change the world. That simply is not going to. So, yeah, they called it quits today. But
in just the past week, we've heard a lot of that.
Yeah,
I mean,
there were like 3 or 4 of them.
Prism's the latest.
Yeah.
Ellis was late last week. I mean,
but Prism did fall. If it's Prism, all right, Carlos, fact check me, bro, because I just saw that tweet this morning. But they did say, but you can find our new thing, which is going to be built over on the base network. So it's exactly what we said for years and years. They'll just come over here, suck, bury retail, completely bury retail over here. And when they run out of money, they'll just close up, fold up the tents and move over to the next town. The perfect carnival model. And it just seems like they're doing this because we got a great idea, though. It's going to be over there on base. So you can find us over there. Sorry about your tokens. Sorry that didn't work out, but hey, we got to learn. Which, I mean, it's so crypto. It is so very crypto. We've been talking about this for years. I can't even tell you how many other networks that we've at least discussed remotely that are just gone. They go radio silent first. They're out of money, so that they avoid everybody, and they just go complete radio silence. And then eventually they put out the we're fucked tweet, or they just simply fade away. Plank, you remember Plank Network?
Yep.
Have you heard of Plank Network? Have you even heard anything from them forever?
I did. I don't remember what it was I just heard, but they did post something in their Telegram not too long ago. I just can't. I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember what they were saying.
And honestly, I'm past it, and I really don't care. The Cosmos money's gone, man. It ain't coming back. And because you get things like what we're going to talk about, I was actually struggling tonight. I was struggling. I don't know what to talk about up here. I just, I want to talk Sigea. I want to talk actual value accrual. I want to talk about building a product that people will pay for, utilizing blockchain technology to enhance it, make it better, and that way everybody wins. I want to talk about that, but I can only do that so much. But fortunately, Magmar came through for me here. And honestly, Bill, look, I am struggling with this. I cannot believe he would post this. I get it. People want that social validation and all that other stuff. But I cannot believe that he would post this on an account that wasn't hacked. I just can't believe it. And if you guys didn't read it, I didn't post it in the podcast Discord, but I'm sure people have seen it.
If you guys haven't read it yet, I am more than happy to read this one because, wow, I've got a few thoughts on this myself.
Serve it up. You got the screen.
All right. So at exactly 2:10 Central Time today. So just under 4 hours ago. Magmar posted, I wish it wasn't true, but selling real customers with real budgets means you have to provide real value. And Cosmos doesn't have that yet. We need to learn what problems we can solve and then build those solutions. Will be a process.
Okay. Go ahead, Belle. You go first, and then I'll go, because I could go an hour on this. But go ahead. You serve that one up. I'm going to drink.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a pull, and then I'm gonna cut loose on this one because that, it feels like he got that from somebody maybe 2 years ago. I'll get into that in a second.
From a pure optics standpoint, I'll get into mine. Go ahead, Belle. You go first. I'll finish up.
Okay. I brought this up at Cosmos Verse myself to several members of the Cosmos ecosystem in Dubai just over 2 years ago. I flat out said, okay, you have got to find the problems you can solve and build the solution. I flat out said that. I told that to people's faces. Apparently, they're just now listening. My God.
Is that it? Do you want me to go now? Because I have some thoughts.
You can
Okay.
go now.
All right, I got some thoughts. One, from a pure optics standpoint, I have to ask, what the fuck are you thinking posting that? I want you to reflect on what you posted just a few months ago after Cosmos Verse, after you guys pissed away hundreds of thousands of dollars on another Cosmos Verse in, I don't remember where it was, Bali or some shit like that, some nice exotic location. Croatia, I'm sorry. Where you presented as captains of industry and that you finally figured it all out, and we're ready. We're ready to build as soon as the retail shows up. We're ready to, the banks and the governments and all that. We're ready to roll right now. It caused months and months of argument of people saying, okay, fine, you're maybe have found some value accrual, but is that going to go to the token or is that going to go to the team? There was an awful lot of debate around that. Now, I know the answer. You know the answer deep down. It's going to the team. And there might be some leftover dregs that maybe drip down to the Atom token, but nothing meaningful. And it turns out, based on the post that you just put out, that you were completely full of shit. You've been up here collecting a paycheck for how long? The head of the one that's going to bring it all together, the fixer. And now you come up here on December 16th and you post that saying, yeah, we don't fucking know. We ain't got a goddamn clue. We're going to continue to get paid. We are going to continue to collect that paycheck because we're running at them. But, we don't know what to do. We can't even identify a problem that we can solve. It took you this long to even get to this point to say we don't even know what problem we can solve. We have to figure that out first, and then we can start building that solution. You should have known that before you took the fucking job. That you would think that would be part of the interview process. That you would actually say, give us your grand vision. Tell us what you think. How can you drive value to this ecosystem? You would think that would be top of the goddamn list. Top of the list. Every job interview I've ever been in, all of them, I'm always asked, what can you do for the company? I can do this, this, and this. The company determines this has value, therefore I get the job or I don't get the job. But apparently, they do it a little different. They say, what is your Twitter following? How well can you gaslight? How can you get people to buy a worthless fucking token when you really have no idea what you even have here? Apparently, that's how those interviews go. Because based on your tweets and your final tweet, which should be the very last thing that you ever fucking tweet, and you need to delete that shit. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's out there. We got copy. Everyone's got copies. It really doesn't matter now. But Anybody with even a slight semblance, just a little bit of visual acuity would realize I shouldn't post this. I should not say that I've been fucking off here for months and months and months, and that I have been personally part of what's driving this token into the dust. And then at the end of it say, you know, shucks, guys, I thought I knew. I was wrong, but don't worry. We're going to start the process now. We're going to start the process now. After all of this time, all of this value lost, all of the millions and millions and millions of dollars that have just been vaporized over here. Now you realize there's a problem, and we're going to start the process. You should have known what you could do before you took the job. This is crypto in a goddamn nutshell. And everybody out here, crypto, Twitter, Reddit, all that thing, you want to know why you are burned to the fucking ground out here? Read that tweet again, Bell. Read it again. Take it from the top all the way to the bottom, because if this encapsulates it better than anything I'm possibly going to say, I don't know what else does. But go ahead and read that again, Bell. I just want to make sure.
All right, and this was a reply to another post, but Magmar flat out states, I wish it wasn't true, but selling real customers with real budgets means you have to provide real value.
Stop right there. Pause. I'm going to Howard Stern you here for a second. Let's take that very first line, Bell. I wish it wasn't true, but. Read that part again. I wish it wasn't true, but.
I wish it wasn't true, but.
Carrot.
Selling real customers with real budgets means you have to provide real value.
And let's just take this part right here. I want to hear from the audience on this, guys. I really would love to hear from you. Okay. So it took you this long, all your business experience, all of your crypto expertise, all your everything, to finally realize and say, I wish it wasn't true, but. So I would have to ask, how did you see it before this moment? What was your perception before that very awakening that you seem to have had? What did you think was going to happen? Now, that is something to get into, to really, really plumb the depths of why crypto is just getting annihilated out here. Anything but top 20 is just getting annihilated, because I guarantee you, in their little think tanks, their little group circles, their little, circle jerks that they get into, they all have the same perception. They all say, yeah, don't worry, everything's going to be fine, alt season, and all this other bullshit. Before they finally get down and realize that I wish it wasn't true, but before people will pay you for something, you have to be able to provide a return on that. What a concept. It's almost, Bell, like yield isn't a product. It's almost like it doesn't work that way, because yield has to fucking come from somewhere. That's just off the top of my head, Bell. Go ahead. You were losing it. Go ahead.
It's almost like someone brought up this very point 2 years ago.
Yeah, but they don't listen, because they're masters of business and finance in the universe. And don't worry, it's going to be stablecoin payments. That's the thing that's going to blow this all out. Stablecoin payments. So we're just going to focus right down on there, like that other network that bloomed and gloomed, that started from multi-billion and is now just completely off the fucking radar. Didn't build shit. They didn't build a goddamn thing. All they said is, we're a place for builders to build, and all this $50 million worth of raise and all this other shit that is completely fucking dust now. It's just another one of those things. All this time, all this brain power, all of these masters of the goddamn universe out here, and you still can't figure out how to attract value, real value. Yield is not a product. It's a byproduct, and it has to come from somewhere. It comes from organic growth. It comes from people paying you to use your fucking product. You guys should write this down. That's where yield comes from. Where do stock dividends come from? Bell, where do stock dividends come from? When the company is profitable, dividends are paid out to stockholders. But they were profitable not because people bought the fucking stock, but because they bought the fucking product. Microsoft doesn't pay dividends because they sell Microsoft stock. They pay dividends because people buy Microsoft products. This is business zero. This isn't even 101. This is business zero. And you fucking well should have known that before you took the job. And as much as I appreciate this awakening that you suddenly have and the dumb-ass optics to post that, as much as I appreciate it, you fucked up in every possible way that you could fuck up. The next post from you better be, I'm stepping down. My head is completely in my ass. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe it's time to hire somebody who does. That should be the very next post out of this. But I bet it ain't, Bell. I bet it ain't. My question for the audience is, how do you go about firing somebody like this? Because you're incompetent. Clearly incompetent. You've collected a paycheck for how many months? You have brought zero value to anything until you get to the end of the year, probably liquored up or something. I know, because I get liquored up and I say some dumbass things on occasion, but I'm not responsible for an ecosystem. I'm responsible for a single app that we are not selling fucking stock or tokens for. So I'm allowed to go off the rails on occasion. You're not. You're not. So, yeah, I would love to hear some of that, Bell. If you want to back or fire away at me on this one, go ahead. But I think I'm pretty well in the bullseye on this one.
Oh, no, what I'm going to fire away at a little more is the second paragraph at that post, because
Read it again.
there's a point that has got to be made.
Okay.
And Cosmos doesn't have that yet. Well, we know this.
Wait.
That's not the part that absolutely makes me freaking furious.
Okay, what does make you furious?
We need to learn what problems we can solve and then build those solutions. 2 years ago, I gave you a list of problems that you could build products for to solve. I gave you a list.
But they don't want that list. They're not even close. We were out in Dubai. Me and Bell were out in Dubai, and we were showing off Sigea Cloud to the powers that be, part of the Atom Accelerator, DAO, when they were still a thing and all that stuff. They had zero interest in it. They said, no, that ain't going to work. I was like, oh, because Dropbox didn't work. Proton doesn't work. iCloud doesn't work. Is that what you're saying? It won't work because it's a product that's in demand across the globe. We would have let them in with a decent percentage into this company for 50 grand. We just needed a little bit to get us over the hump. They had no interest in it. They looked completely through us. They could have been owning a good portion of this app. Now, I know it sounds, I know it sounds almost bragging right now, or not bragging, or delusional. We'll call it delusional, because suddenly I think once we launch that we're going to be profitable. But I'm saying over time we are. We only need a 1.63% utilization rate, 1.63% to be profitable. Had the numbers, laid them out. Here you go. Here's all of that stuff. They had no interest in it. None. Said, you guys give grants to fucking everybody for every dumbass thing that has failed over and over and over. If you want to ask a fun question of the Atom team, ask them, what have you given a grant for that's actually brought returns? Which one did that? What a good idea, because I guarantee you that we would have. But they had no interest in it. That's where Bell started going on her rail. That's where I started going on mine, and that's where we were basically done at that particular event. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They want to dream up things that will change the universe. But they don't really care about monetization. Monetization is for businesses. It's not for innovators. Innovators, it's all about the dream, the future, that we're going to do that. Don't you worry, people are going to believe it. But it's not about actual business. Well, ignoring business, because you can ignore the laws of economics, but you cannot ignore the results of ignoring the laws of economics. And it's sitting in your fucking face right now. We were right back then. We are right now. So it's just kind of funny how that works out. They would have gotten in fucking cheap. Early people always get in cheaper than everybody else. Now I am so goddamn thankful that they didn't take us up on it, because then I would have had to deal with that bullshit. I would have had to deal with them. So, you know what, you guys, we think it's great, but it's time to launch a token. It's like, for what? What do we need a token for? What the fuck do we need a token for? No, it's time to launch a token because you're going to do it this, pool it up on Mars. I love the Mars hack, by the way. $965,000. Poof. Wasn't a hack, by the way. It wasn't a hack. It was taking advantage of very, very low liquidity, and they just set the death spiral up, and that money's gone. They keep going out. Well, we're going to find. There's nothing to find. All they did was game your system. They didn't hack your system. All they did was take advantage of shitty code, of shitty idea, of bad econ. That's all that they did. And I know that there's fans of Mars out here, but tough shit. It's gone now. All right, without that $1 million that's already pulled off from a very, very struggling fucking little niche thing, it ain't coming back, man. It ain't coming back. But Adam would be much happier investing in something like that, making sure that they get their kickbacks. Hey, well, I'll sign off on it, but I gotta I need a little cheddar here, man. I got wives and mistresses, and I'm sure you get all that. They'd much rather do that than an actual practical application. I don't think there's any interest in that shit out here. That's why we're going to be fine, because we're doing it before anybody else, and it's nice to be first. Anyway, go ahead, Bill.
There was only one person at that conference, and I mean, take it with a grain of salt, that actually tracked us down after we walked away from everybody else at that conference. And one was genuinely interested in continuing the conversation. I mean, there was just one person. And I mean, he's off doing his own thing now. But I mean, Carter.
Yeah, of all people, the only person who
Of
actually
all
saw.
people, Carter.
He was the only one who saw potential in that. And considering our current, we don't discuss this, but considering our current valuation, what they could have got in for is fucking pennies on the dollar. It's effectively no risk at that point. Doesn't really matter. All right, Bill. Why don't you do a question? I'm going to queue up a song, guys. It's just family night. It's just a few of us. But Bill, let me queue up a song. So ask a question you can answer. I'll be right back, and then we can carry on. So go ahead.
No one's asked any questions yet, but we do have a few comments. So, very first comment from G. Torres, Spirit Rant Bella, I could feel it. Talking about the first time I lost my shit. Idiot Fish, talking about Magmar's post. Damn, he got double blasted.
Yeah, good. Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah. Robbie Smith, 10 on both rants. Couldn't agree more.
Thank you for that, Robbie. But the funny part is that it's virtually lost on everybody. Not you guys, not the podcast family, because you guys know what's what. But most of it is virtually lost. I'm sorry, guys. I'm moving around my microphone. It's virtually lost on the bulk of the crypto sphere because people don't care, man. They don't care. They're just waiting for that alt season, man. Waiting for retail, waiting for whatever. They just don't look at it in the point of dollars and cents. That's all me and Bell look at it. You guys hear us talk about customer cost of acquisition. You hear us talk about ARR. That's annual recurring revenue. You hear us talking about this stuff all the time because we don't have a token that we can just dump off to shore up our weakness. We have to earn more than we spend. And this is what is called business. Now, it seems very elementary to me, seems very elementary to Bell. It seems very elementary to everybody in this audience right now. I know it's small. I don't care. But that is business. And I wish it wasn't true, Magmar, but it is true. You have to earn more than you spend, or you won't be a business anymore. You will bleed out. You will die. There's only so much debt that you can really handle. And even though Adam is still showing up there as $1 billion market cap, I bet you, if you liquidated everything, you would get maybe $250 million. I'd say that you'd get about 25% of that bullshit valuation. Because as you start going, everything it's tied to is going to plummet along with it. It's going to suck it down much, much faster than you would have ever thought. And that's it. That's it. So the good thing about stupid is that it will absolutely teach lessons, and it's never wrong. It is never wrong. And you're starting to get a little taste of that right now. Anyway, guys, look, we whatever's on your mind tonight, all right? If not, I'm just going to keep ranting away, and I'm more than happy to do it. I'm going to try to get Joe on here tomorrow for Crypto Inferno, because we haven't done that in a while, Bell. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks. I should have saved this for Crypto Inferno, but there was just no way I was going to let this go. There's no way I'm going to let that go.
I'm sure by tomorrow it's going to be one of those.
Amplify. But wait.
There's
Yeah.
more.
That's what I'm looking for right there. But wait, here's what I really meant. I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, guys, if you could please take 5. I'm going to play the award-winning song as I use this in a Wave Wars battle with the founder of Wave Wars. And I hope you're watching tonight because I won. And this is the award-winning song that was Wave Wars battle. So I have to redo the splash art and put a little Emmy on it or something something like that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. We will be right back. I don't know, about 3 minutes, guys. Cheers.
Oh. Yeah, check it. Tax man coming. Tax man coming. Tax man coming. Tax his ass. Tax his land, tax his bed. Tax the table at which he's fed. Taxes work, taxes pay. He works for peanuts anyway. Taxes cow, taxes goat. Taxes pants, taxes coat. Taxes tobacco, taxes drink. Tax him if he tries to think. Taxes car, taxes gas. Find other ways to tax his ass. Tax all he has and let him know you won't be done till he got no dough. When he screams and hollers, tax him some more. Tax him till he's good and sore. Then tax his coffin, tax his grave. Tax the side in which he's laid. When he's gone, do not relax. It's time to apply the inheritance tax. His car, tax his gas. Find other ways to tax his ass. Come on, all he has, and let him know he won't be done till he got no dough. No dough. Inheritance. 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 Tax him some more. IRS in the house. You can't escape the tax man. Peace.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. Brian was having fun with the AI this morning. He was making little AI Scots up there. I was like, none of them look like it.
Yes, Kung Fu was having a lot of fun. Although unfortunately, with our old mascot for the channel dying, we had named Wesley as the new mascot of the channel, and you heard his feelings during commercial break.
I'm sorry. It wasn't my intention. That wasn't my intention. I like that graphic. I think it's a very telling graphic. And you know what? It's actually funny. I'm going to sidebar this for a minute. We'll get back to crypto, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to this. I think he's an incredible creator. I love his beats. The guy puts his whole passion, his soul, his everything into everything he does. He has talent that I will never, ever have. All I know how to do is prompt AI. I like turntables. I like horns. I like, the old school kind of original feel that we were getting out of the hip hop scene. And I'm a nostalgic kind of guy, so I get it. But we spun up that wave battle real quick, and I was just throwing, okay, do this, do this, do this. One of those was that song right there, and I won. I won the battle, so I'm undefeated in Wave Wars, by the way. So give us a little round of applause. And Ike wants a rematch, so I can't wait for that. But it got me thinking about something, and believe it or not, this is kind of relevant to what we've been discussing. I went over on what network did I go? It was another ecosystem that I went over and I pitched Sigea. Do you remember which one that was? It was a Shark Tank style pitch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It wasn't going to be a good fit for us. But they set up something for a Shark Tank style pitch. Now, I did it in studio. I did the entire pitch from here. So I'm looking right at you. Good studio, good frame, good audio, good all of that stuff. It just tends to go a lot better. Plus, I'm deeply, deeply, deeply familiar with my product. And if you can talk about every little aspect and every nuance of your product, you're going to do better in something like this. Nillion, that's right. And they're still hitting me up. They're saying, hey, we want you over here. It ain't going to work, man. You can't give me a price on storage. Obviously, we are not going to be a good fit. So good luck in your journey. But I lost utterly. Out of the 5 judges that they had up there, we placed dead last. All right. Sigea Cloud was rock bottom. We lost utterly. But they didn't go with the judges' vote. They went with the crowd vote. And the crowd vote, which there were about 400 people that were sitting there listening to that, we won by like 89%. Everybody else that was under there wrapped up the other 11% of the voting, but we won it with like 89%. So why is that relevant? Because they got it wrong. They got it wrong. We got it right. And what I mean by that is we've already identified the problem, and we've already created the solution to it. We don't need years and years and years for us to even figure out what the fucking problem is. We figured out what the problem is, and we provided a solution. And when I pitched it to crypto people, the judges, the powers that be, the people in control, the Magmars said, no, there's nothing here. But the users, the people who are going to pay us to use the product, they said, you bet, that's what we're looking for. So the only reason I mentioned that to that particular song is I write the little AI. I'm not coming out like I'm a musician. I play guitar. All right, that's it. I'll pick it up. I'll belt you out some Tom Petty. It'll be nice, and then you'll forget all about me. But as far as actually creating digital music, no, man. All I know how to do is prompt AI and remix and cut and edit and paste it all together in Ableton and make something, that I like. But I make it because it pleases me and because I also believe that it will please other people. It's not completely self-serving when I write a song. I want other people to like it too. So I have to take that into consideration when I'm putting these things together, that maybe this will be a nice song, maybe people will like it. And I did Wave Wars with Ike, and it turns out that they did like it. So maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe there is some truth to finding what people want and just simply providing it. Maybe there's a little bit of truth to that. Now, clearly, Magmar hasn't picked up on that. Maybe.
Gee, someone needs to watch Disney a little more often.
I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, Belle, back to the comments, or I'm just going to go ahead and rail away again. I can keep doing that all fucking night.
All right, new type. What is Scott's guess on what Trump will say for his addressing the union speech tomorrow? This wasn't planned, right?
It wasn't planned, and I'm trying to think, man. There's been a lot of shootings. There's been a lot of bombings. There's been a lot of we've had some folks got killed. Some of our service members got killed overseas and stuff like that. So I don't know precisely. Now, if it was me, I went doing some numbers today, new type. I went looking up and analyzing deaths, believe it or not, in the Russia-Ukraine war. That's what I've been kind of plumbing down into, trying to figure out. And it's estimated. Now, these are rough estimates, but they're probably, ballpark, that there's been about 4 or 5 million deaths during this conflict. Now, for context, I believe, I could be off here, and don't pin my ears back. Please correct me in the comments. But America during the Vietnam War lost maybe 65,000 troops, which is a horrendous amount. That is entirely too many. But look at how that scarred this nation for all of these years. And this shit was back, 50 years ago. And we still talk about it, and we still remember it, and we still do all that. Whereas Russia and Ukraine are sitting up around 5 million. There's still 10,000 people a day getting smoked over there. So it kind of makes me wonder, how bad does that affect those nations where 65,000 American deaths has rocked us for 50 years to the point that we still talk about it? What would 5 million deaths do? The entire United States military barely makes up 5 million people. So I'm hoping it's something like that. I'm hoping they're starting to get into that and maybe starting to put some more additional pressure on these two countries to just stop it. Because from where I'm sitting, from my seat, this war was not designed to be won. It was designed to be endless. It was designed to be perpetual. And that is not a reason for war. It's an Orwellian reason, but it's not an actual reason. So I'm hoping that he kind of drifts it in that direction. But off the top of my head, the guy is such a wild card. It could be anything, man. He could go up there and talk about the Trump coin for all I know, or why Melania coin failed. I have no damn idea. He is a complete wild card, and it could be anything. But if it was something that would really, really settle the world down, I would hope it would be something. I've been talking to Putin, I've been talking to Zelensky, and we finally found an accord, and this war is going to end on Christmas. That would be nice. I can't even imagine the ripple effect of an announcement like that. What that would do to markets, to everything. I mean, everything would just explode if something like that happened. So I would hope it's that. But it's probably, I don't know, man. I can't even speculate. I'd love to say I hope that answered the question. I know it didn't. That's just, you got it, though.
We don't need another endless war. I mean, the Middle East has been in an endless war for how long now?
About 1,400 years. Yep.
We don't need another one. Sooner or later, there's going to be a time where the population of the earth drops even more than it is now, and it's due to these nonstop endless wars. Stop it. We already need more people having babies. We can't take anymore.
I know, man. It's brutal. I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to get into population decline because it's very specific, targeted groups that have population decline, not all of them. I'm not going to pivot the show that way. Anyway, Belle, please carry on.
All right, Mud 23. Cosmos is bad, but it seems like problems are everywhere. Axelar bot and token holders left stranded. Aave having a civil war between the DAO and dev team. Is crypto governance finally cooked?
I don't know if it's a governance issue per se. I honestly think it's just a faulty premise. The entire thing was a faulty premise. I got into crypto a long time ago, but I got in it for the ethos because I do not trust government. I don't want them anywhere in my life. If anything I can do to get government out of my life, I'm going to, migrate that way. And crypto was it. Crypto was that thing, actual sovereignty of our own monetary supply. This planet has, ever since the gold standard got removed, or ever since fractional gold became a thing, gold notes way back in the day, we've been a mess. Our money supply has been an absolute mess. And if your money supply is a mess, then nothing really has value. Nothing really has value because we have no idea what it's going to be worth tomorrow. So that's kind of why I got into it. But the bulk of the world, people who got into crypto, all the way into it, got in it to get rich quick. So they're going to latch on to anything that has gains, anything that promises them money for nothing. That's it. we completely got out of the ethos of crypto. We've sold our souls completely. We sold them to the ETFs. We sold them for $120,000 Bitcoin. We just completely pulled down our pants, said, okay, let's let the adults come in and run things. And how's that going, by the way? So the thing that I'm looking for again, the thing that'll attract me back to crypto are people that are still sitting there on the crypto ethos saying, look, man, we don't fucking need Bitcoin. All we need is blockchain. All we need are products that will guarantee data sovereignty, that will separate us from the rest of the world. That's what I'm looking for. And if that exists out here somewhere, I'm all over it. But from my seat and Bell's seat, we didn't see the problem that we wanted solved. So we just went ahead and did it ourselves. But that's what we're looking for. But the rest of the crypto world is not. Man, you got to understand that they still think yield by itself is a product, and it isn't. It has to come from somewhere. It seems like we touched on this earlier. Companies don't pay dividends when they didn't make money. It doesn't work that way. And they don't make money by people buying their stock. They make money by people buying their product. And this is something that crypto should have figured out years ago, but we just didn't want to because it wasn't fun, it wasn't interesting, and it wasn't fast. And if you want to hold the attention of the masses, you got to have a laser pointer or dangly string or just something that they can latch onto, believe you, watch you blow them up and still believe that you were doing the right thing. So yeah, Axelar, I've never actually, aside from swing trading some tokens, longing, shorting, shit like that, I never believed in what they were doing. It wasn't the right thing for me. It wasn't a good fit, and I never really got into it. But it is very, very indicative that it's clear they're running out of money. The grants are gone. All these things are dried up. They're dumping to continue to pay salaries, and they got a lifeline. The team got a lifeline. They said, sure, Circle will acquire you. We'll pay you salaries. Here's your, all your money. Here's your benefits. Here's all this other stuff. And just walk away from it. And they did. They don't care about you. Regardless of what their community managers are out there pushing. And don't worry, we got it. We believe new team's going to come in. It's going to pick it up. It's going to save it. It's going to be better than ever. They don't care about you. And this is a very, very, very hard pill for people to swallow. But you have to go into these things assuming that they do not give a shit about you, that they are not building for your success. They're building for their own. And when the money's gone, it's time to move on. Axelar is doing it. Prism's doing it. All of the Ellis is doing it. All these other chains are doing it. Cash is doing it. When the money's gone, it's time to move on. So instead of doubling down, chasing it. I'm not happy about this, by the way, because we use a cash server, so we're in a little bit of flux right now. But you need to stick to your ethos, why you're doing what you're doing, and figure out a way to make it work. Not abandon everything. Leave your token, let it burn to dust. Fuck retail. Thank you for supporting us all as we build all these years and earn dick. Thank you for that, but now we're gone and you're on your own. This cannot be the normal. It is, but it simply cannot be. If you want this space to continue as a whole, then people have got to start wrapping their heads around that. Income and expenditures. It's pretty fucking simple sometimes. Anyway, hope that answered the question. Belle, carry on.
All right. So Samir Skate 4, Akash and Jackal destroyed us.
Yeah, it's not good. I know what happened with the cash. I can happy to speak on the Jackal thing, Belle. I've been there the whole goddamn time. I mean, from highs to lows and all the way in and out and all of it. And I can explain our position. I can explain why I'm still holding those tokens. It seems like we talked about this a long time last night, and I'll continue to do it. For the Akash thing, I was very, very fortunate that I got into Akash very, very early. And we're talking, I bought the bulk of my Akash tokens over on Crescent. For those of you who remember Crescent, and I bought them at 19 cents. So even at this, the misery state, I did realize an awful lot of profit at $5, man. Come on, let's not get stupid here. I know I'm investing in the future, but I can also read a chart gauge market sentiment and understand when something is stupidly overvalued. And sure, I took advantage of it. Jackal, I never did. I never did that on Jackal, even when it was, because it didn't hit my number. It didn't hit where I think it should be. But yeah, it's tough, man. I'm not sure what you want me to say about that. Yeah, it's tough. Now, I still have very high hopes for Jackal because I know our model. We've talked about it at length on this channel, what we're doing, how we're doing it, every single step of the way. Nobody has built more transparently than we have. Nobody. We don't, and the funny part is that we don't owe anybody any explanation. We didn't take your money. We didn't sell you tokens, and now all of a sudden we owe you an explanation. We don't owe anybody anything. We're just doing it to try to show that maybe there is a different way, that if you're honest and open, that you can build transparently, and people will, alienate you and any of that stuff. So, but yeah, the Akash thing it might be a problem for us. Fortunately, it's not a big problem. Our code exists. We can roll into other servers. It's not a big deal. But we are trying to support the companies that actually maintain the ethos of blockchain. So, because that's it. If we don't do this, if other companies don't do this, if other builders like me and Bell don't do this, then this shit bleeds to nothing. There'll be Bitcoin, which is effectively Amway at that point, but you don't actually have anything that will seal your leftovers. But yeah, that'll be it. I mean, that's it. If we do not pivot hard as an entire space into products, like we've been talking about for 3.5 fucking years, if we don't do that, then governance really won't matter. None of these things will matter. It's just governance is effectively the band on the Titanic right now. They're just, well, should we keep playing? Sure. Why not play? Everything's going down. Sure. Let's go ahead and play, and we can, we can fiddle as Rome burns. That's what most decentralized governance is anyway. That's actually a very good metaphor. So remind me of that tomorrow, Jason. That's actually a good metaphor. Anyway, you got something to add, Belle? Go ahead.
What I'm hoping is Akash is making moves to try and acquire more users, that maybe they realize that what Scott and I have said all along about Web3 people don't really have interest in using Web3 products. And maybe they're making moves to acquire more users, which is more important. I'm hoping that's the case.
Yeah, and there's a reason that I'm heavier in Jackal as opposed to I am in Akash. Akash, I was buying them as compute futures. That was it. Obviously I realized profits, but we were holding the Akash tokens that we have right now to pay for servers, because we need servers for the product that we built. But the reason that I'm heavier in a Jackal as opposed to Akash is because I think more people need data storage than need servers. I mean, show of hands out there in the audience, please. How many of you have a personal server at home that you need to make your life complete? Not a lot of you do. Not a lot of you do. That's going to be my argument. But I got a hunch most of you have iCloud or some kind of cloud backup for your photos, images, videos, all documents, whatever. I would argue that more people have that than actually have servers. So for me, it's simply a numbers game. Which one of these would be more successful in? If we thought that we could resell Akash, bundle servers, bundle compute, and get that out there. If we thought we would be more successful than that, then Sigea Cloud would be a server company and not a storage company. But we don't see it that way. We see as data storage is going to be the more valuable element out of all of this. So that's why we went heavier in Jackal as opposed to Akash. That's just it. I think my logic is sound. I don't know. Love to hear from you guys. Belle, carry on, please.
All right. So I did put in a comment. Okay, if you guys want to see Wesley, the official mascot, let us know, and I can get him out during the during the next commercial break. Well, Idiot Fish and G Torres both have said they were the only ones that responded that said, "Yeah, let's see him."
Yeah, why don't we get a lot of, why aren't you guys commenting as much? I'm going to be whiny here for a second. You understand that helps our algorithm, right? Our personal algorithm. YouTube shows is more likely to expose us to people who have never heard of us if there's a lot of comments on the videos. It just is what it is, man. Look, they're busy.
We've only got 12 people watching. I mean, 2 of them are you and I.
Yeah,
so
I know we suck.
don't count.
It's because we failed. But I haven't given up. And when Sigea Cloud goes live and we start getting, 10s, 15s, 20s, 50,000 users, this channel is going to be a lot more popular. So that's why.
Yeah.
That was the epiphany I had, by the way, when we were on that break. That was the epiphany that I. Anyway, I'll cue up another song so you can get the rat. Go ahead.
But he's not a rat. So, all right. Anyway, yeah, we've got 10 minutes remaining. Let's. And Robbie Smith. Okay, let's see Wesley. So we're getting more demands to see the ferret.
Okay, hang on. Let me free. Oh, yeah, I gotta move that window. Hang on, let me free it. Obviously, I'm playing my favorite song here. So 1 second. Okay. One more bell, and then we will go to quick break, and then you can go get the rat. Go for it.
He's not a rat. Anyway,
whatever.
G Torres, any hints on Min.io?
Nothing I can disclose right now, man. Let me just say this. Our big concern, because from Sigea Cloud, is that we will get an awful lot of users, and that's a lot of data transferring back and forth, man. The Jackal S3 was not quite production ready. I don't think we could. It wasn't going to work for us, man. So obviously we went out looking for an alternative, and the only thing I'll say this and leave it there. I'm not going to disclose where we are in our production pipe for that. But TikTok uses Min.io. Netflix uses Min.io. Bloomberg uses Min.io. CBS uses Min.io. I'm just saying that there are a lot of different projects out there that are pushing massive, frightening amounts of data up and down, and they're doing it through Min.io. So we're incredibly confident that this is going to be the fix for us. Anyway.
And Min.io is open source,
yes,
which is even better.
Well, it's critical for us. We couldn't use it if there were some alternatives, but they were not open source, and we have to have open source because we have to go over every single line of it and make sure that there's no backdoors, no holes, no glaring security flaws that we weren't aware of. So it has to be, that's it. It's Min.io or it's nothing. And always begun integration. So it's going to be, when I see our throughput, that's the numbers that we're looking for. I want to know how much can we push at a single time. That's the only thing that matters to us. Right now, if we get 300 users, we can use virtually anything. It's going to be okay. We'll make it work. With 30,000 or 300,000 users, no, man, we need a Elon Musk style tunnel that will get that data from point A to point B, and Min.io seems to be it. Anyway, Bell's going to go ahead and get you the wrap. We'll come back to the rest of your questions. I'm feeling very, very good about tomorrow with a very nice announcement tomorrow. So this song is dedicated to Sigea Cloud. If you guys haven't used it before, SigeaCloud.io. Jason or Bell, if you could type that link in there. I don't know if our chat bombs them out, but just go try it, man. All right, hit the blue connect button, upper right, create an account. You're in there, 2 gigs free, forever, for life. Try it out, see what we built, and see what true data sovereignty feels like. We made this as easy as it can be. So try it out. I'd love your feedback. And while you're doing that, Bell's going to get the rat. I'm going to play a song, and we will be right back here on the podcast on the KPOD network.
I've been waiting, oh so patient, through the rain and hesitation. I've been pacing, dreaming, scheming, while the world kept on redeeming. But now I feel it, hear it humming. My day is coming, oh yes, it's coming. My day is coming, the stars align. A little champagne, a lot of shine. The band will play, the crowd will sway. Oh darling, it's my grand ballet. My day is coming, oh can't you see? It's all for the world, but it started with me. stretch when the lights grow tall, and I'll take my turn to outshine them all. So strike the match, the fire's begun, my day is coming, I'm the rising sun. Oh, it's been a long, long time, but the clock has started to chime. My day is coming, the stars align, a little champagne, a lot of shine. The band will play, the crowd will sway. Oh, darling, it's my grand ballet. My day is coming, oh, can't you see? It's all for the world, but it started with me. Turn up the horns, let the trumpets shout, dust off the dance floor, twist and shout. The night is young, the world's in bloom. This is my time and it's filling the room. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. My day is
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kids, welcome back to the podcast. All right, now introducing for the very first time on the show, the official ferret mascot of the podcast. We give you the one, the only, the Wesley. Go ahead and talk it up, Belle.
Yeah, he's being a bit of a brat at the moment, but he is the only ferret I've ever had that will actually roll over.
He rolls over for treats. So there,
He does roll.
there you go. Go ahead, Belle.
Yeah, I mean, Scott will say what he will, but this little guy actually chose Scott as his buddy. He tries to climb up his pant leg.
Yeah. No, it's funny, man. It's winter here in Iowa, and I got a mouse out here in the studio somewhere, and I can't find it. And the goddamn my cat Ike comes out here constantly looking for this damn thing, and he can't catch it. And when he put Wesley down in here, he goes running right where that damn thing is, and I'm waiting for him to bring it to me because I know those things will kill mice. And he hasn't gotten it yet, so I'm thinking I just got to borrow it for a weekend, leave him out here, and I will find the corpse, the husk of a mouse that he ate. It's still a wild animal, Belle. It's going to do what it wants to do, and I needed to kill a mouse. So, yeah, we'll put him to work. Look at him. He looks like he's ready. He's ready to get it.
Yeah, I just woke him up, so yeah, now he's ready to go, and yeah, he'd get your mouse, Scott.
Okay.
I mean, there's no question about that. He will eat anything. I have to work hard to keep him out of people food.
Yeah, I was feeding him Cheetos. He was all over the Cheetos, man. I was just holding it down. He would just grab the Cheeto and go running off back behind the curtains. And I could hear him munching it. I could hear him munching on the Cheetos. I thought it was fun. Pissed her off, man, but I thought it was funny.
They're not supposed to have Cheetos.
His poop was orange. So I thought that was funny because you can't miss it. There it is. Oh, look, there it is. A big pile of ferret shit, and it's orange. You can't miss it. Anyway, Belle.
Yeah, you said Cheetos, and I'm pretty sure he heard you.
Yeah, you see him late. Oh, I'll take Cheetos. All right. Anyway, Belle, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Whatever else we got left. Questions, comments, concerns, observations. Get to it.
So, Toot, regarding the song played during commercial break, this song makes me want to go get the shine out of the cupboard.
Yeah, look, I'm a big fan of big band, man. All right, these are hot women in very form-fitting kind of long dresses, and you got a full band back. It was a big deal. I like big band. I'm not going to apologize for that too. And because I am COO and head of outreach, If I say this is the official song of Sigea Cloud, it's the official song of Sigea Cloud, and nobody can really trump me on that. So my day is coming, and hopefully it's tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. Anyway, please carry on, Belle.
All right. So, Idiot Fish regarding the song as well. Maybe it does have a speakeasy feel.
And I'm a big fan of speakeasies. You know what? Let me tell you why. I'm no fan of the government. I'm no fan of the government. And the government passes a law and say there's no such thing as booze. And what spun up overnight? Speakeasies everywhere. It doesn't matter what kind of law they pass. If there is a demand, a supply will be created. People still want to drink, so guess what? Thank you. That's all I got to say on that one, Fish. Thank you, because you proved my point perfectly. If there is a demand, a supply will suddenly come into existence. You can't have booze. We've deemed it illegal. And what happened because of that? One of the greatest underground industries that this country's ever seen happened because they passed that law. The more surveillance laws they pass, the more they hunt your data, the more they try to build these massive portfolios on everything about Toot or Carlos or Fish or Jason or Bell or Scott. The more they try to do that, the more demand there's going to be for a product exactly like ours. We're not wrong. We're just early, and we're going to prove it out. Bell, carry on, please.
All right. So, Sofa Ninja, a personal server that you don't have to smash with a hammer if push comes to shove. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, and I get that, man. But can you guarantee the sovereignty of that server? That's a very, very important question when you start to get into cloud compute. It's one that Bell and I have talked about extensively. Can we guarantee the sovereignty of that server? Now, thus far on a cache, we have been able to, but there's no way I can say with 1 billion% assurity that I can. There's a reason that the app that we built, Sigea Cloud, has client-side encryption, meaning that we hit the shit out of your phone's CPU, out of your desktop CPU, to make sure that the data you're sending us is encrypted. If it wasn't, it would have been worlds. I have no idea how much easier it would have been for us to use server-side encryption. It would have been faster than it even is now, and we're very fast. But it would have been blazing fast if we would have used server-side encryption. But we cannot guarantee it. Not using decentralized compute. We cannot guarantee the sovereignty of those servers. If they were standing up right next to me and you saw all the server racks along the back wall, sure, in that point, trust me, bro, I got you. But we can't have any possible chance for people to say, do you have a hole in your protocol? And in this case, we don't. So we have to hit the shit out of your server, your compute. AES 256, man, it's a bear. But that's exactly why. Thank you for that question. That was perfect, Bell. Carry on.
All right. So, next one coming in. Political talking about Wesley being your buddy. He even looks like Scott.
Even looks like Scott. A ferret? Really? That's where you're taking me? Hey, I'll go close up for you, Jeff, because I know deep down, I think you've always had these latent sexual feelings for me. And it's hot, man. Don't get me wrong, dude. I'm flattered. All right. I'm very, very flattered. I'm not saying that we couldn't go out for dinner, a little dancing, see if some magic happens. I'm not ruling it out. I just don't swing that way, bro. But I'm willing to take a shot at it. All right. I've seen stripes. I understand. I am willing to learn if there's value prop for me on the other side. I know your 401k is doing very well. You've been in Eaton stock since it was $25 or Jesus, man, how low did that stuff go, man? It went to like 18 before we fired the CEO. And I don't know where it's at right now, but I think it's about 180. So no, I'm just saying, man, look, you want to do a little dinner dancing, see if you get, I could always use the sugar daddy, man. I'm not going to say I will enjoy it, but I could fake it, Jeff. So thank you for that question there, Bell. Go ahead and carry on. Boy, we went completely off the rails there, didn't we?
Hey, Political. If you really want to sponsor someone, Sponsor the ferret.
I'm the one who gives him Cheetos. All right. I'm the one. He likes it. All right. I like people to be happy. If Cheetos makes him happy, here's some fucking Cheetos. What is the harm
And
here?
the fact that they are obligate carnivores and can't have any kind of vegetable product.
Then why
because
does he
they
eat them?
can't handle
Then
it.
why does he eat them? If he can't handle them, why does he eat them? I'm going with nature versus nurture here. He eats the Cheetos. Therefore, he likes the Cheetos. He can process it. His ferret brain knows Cheetos are okay.
But now his supply of Cheetos, whenever I bring him over to your house, is limited because you're not eating carbs.
I
So
still
he
got
won.
a full bag of Cheetos over here. It's unopened.
I'm gonna
They're for
I'm
the
gonna
rat.
have to
They're for the
I'm
rat.
I'm gonna have to text your son and make sure he eats those before I bring Wesley over again.
I haven't had real meaningful carbs for about 10 months now. I do that to torture myself because if nobody else will torture me, I have to do it to myself. That's weird, but I got a little Wednesday Adam vibe going on over there. Anyway, carry on, Belle. We are way off the rails.
All right, so Robbie Smith, do you have any Sigea merch?
Why, yes, I do. What? Check this out. Watch this. Okay. So, Robbie, I've been trying to give these away on the show for a very long time. This is a let me go big screen here. So this is a little Sigea swag bag, and inside of this is a T-shirt. There's a magnet. I think there might be a Sigea bourbon glass that looks an awful lot like this one. There's all kinds of stuff on here. Now, Robbie, if you would like this bag of Sigea merch, and I have 5 of these, but I've been trying to give away for a long time.
4 because you've got one to send to Nuclear
I
Chicken.
do have one to send to Nuclear Chicken as soon as he sends me a message. But the way that you get the way
He sent me his address.
Okay, then I'll get it taken care of. But Robbie, if you want the bag, what you're going to have to do is send me a message on Sigea Cloud. Now, this is going to be a little bit of trust me, bro, on your part. I need your name because I got to put it on the label. I need your address because I need to know where to send it. But type it up on a simple document, upload the document to Sigea Cloud, share it with the podcast, THEPODOCASTS. In a few letters, we're going to pop up. You share me that on Sigea Cloud, and this will be on its way. All right, and we have 3 more. I'll give another one away. I'll give away 2 of these tonight. If anybody else will simply type it up on a document because Sigea Talk is not live yet. When Sigea Talk goes live, then you can just send me a message. But send it over to me on Sigea Cloud. The little bell's going to light up. I'm going to click it. I'm going to open the document. I'm going to see your name. I'm going to see your address, and I will send it to you. But there's nifty little swag bags, and there's all kinds of fun stuff in here. We've been trying to give these away, but for some reason, nobody will send me a message. That's all you got to do, man. But you got to do it on Sigea Cloud. That way, I'm the only person who knows that you sent it. And I can simply type it in, delete the message afterwards, and it's like it never happened. That's why we built it. So I know that answered the question, Robbie. And if you would like it, I'm not asking you for anything. I even pay the shipping. Just wear the T-shirt. Tell people about Sigea. Belle, carry on.
All right, so next one. Yeah, we've got a lot of comments talking about Wesley.
Okay.
So,
Roll
all
for
right.
it.
So next one, G Torres. Wesley has plenty of energy, I see. If
Ferrets.
only I could bottle that.
Oh, no shit. Go, Belle.
All right. So, Robbie Smith, this show is like a speakeasy. You have to know it's a great thing.
You know, it's kind of funny to get rid of the stage and put a bar in here. Didn't I say that? Did I not say that very thing? I want to put a bar in here and replace this with a video wall, which I think we might want to do that. So that would be a floor-to-ceiling video wall. So Belle would not be this big. Belle would be as big as me, as if she was sitting there next to it, and replace this with the bar because you know who always knows things? The local bartender. You know who's got the dirt on everything? The local bartender. The local bartender. Plus, go ahead, and then I'll make my final point.
I was just saying that the local bartenders should have a dual degree automatically for therapy because they hear it all.
Yes, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Plus, if I'm behind a bar and only visible from about here up, I don't have to wear pants. So I can be sitting out here just absolutely 100% bare-assed, and you'll never know it. So, yeah, we got a little something out of that. You're going to be thinking about that, Jeff. I know you're going to be thinking about it. He's got the hots for me. I don't know what it is about the Air Force guys, man, but they're just so attracted to Navy guys. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say about that. Jeff was the one who brought it up, not me. Go ahead, Belle.
Wow. Okay. Robbie Smith, Scott, so funny.
Scott is so funny. Thank you. Go ahead, Belle.
All right. Yeah, G Torres, Sigea coffee mug would be nice.
Got him, bro.
I agree with that.
I got him. Right now, all we got are bourbon glasses. I'll tell you what, Jason, if you could do me a favor, bro, the same icon that we have branded on here, I don't want to make them up. Can you go to Amazon and just get me a quote? And how many do we want, Belle? 30? I mean, we only get like 15 or 16 people on the stream, but how many do we want? 30? Would you like one? Everybody would like one? Yeah.
You know what? If it's going to be done through Amazon,
Yeah.
since I have access to the Sigea Cloud business account on Amazon, yeah, I'll work on that one because I want one too.
Okay, then get us about 30 of them. We'll give them away as swag. People like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I'm not old enough.
And to chiming in, I want a Sigea umbrella. I'm a commuter.
Yeah,
I can see that.
All right, put in your swag request. We'll see what we can do. Go ahead, Belle.
All right, so any and all swag requests, email me at bella@thepodcast.com and I will do the research and let you know if I can get those or not and how much they're going to be. Because, while I like giving away swag, I don't want to. I've got to watch the budget.
You know what? We need a Sigea bourbon. That's what we need right now. We have our branded, my bourbon of choice happens to be this one. And as you can, I don't know if it'll focus in. There you go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is from our local distillery. And I don't even know the name of the distillery. It's just the Cummings Distillery in Cummings, Iowa.
No, it's the Iowa Distilling Company.
Yeah, I see it. It's on top of the label. That's like my go-to bourbon. And for a $38 bottle of bourbon, which is cheap in the bourbon world, it's just fantastic. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I prefer this over a lot of the stuff we try, Belle. And Belle and I are on the road an awful lot. So we get to hit some of these micro distilleries and do tastings and stuff like that. And I prefer Iowa Distillery bourbon. That's all it says on the label, by the way. You guys just saw it. Straight bourbon. Nothing fancy. There's nothing special there. Just Iowa straight bourbon. And it's absolutely wonderful. I wish we could brand that Sigea bourbon and just stick a new label over it and just send it out. Here you go. Here's our own personal bourbon. I think that would be a fun one. We can send that out with the coffee mugs. You can drink bourbon out of a coffee mug, Belle. Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
You're drinking that good Jack Daniels stuff. You're drinking that Sinatra bourbon. I saw that bottle. Yeah,
I am, and I am nursing that bottle because I am broke and can't afford, the $137 a bottle they charge here in Des Moines.
Hey, you know what's funny? The Treasury is doing fine, but it's not our money. That is another thing that differentiates us from the average crypto person is that that's not our money. All right, that's company money. And because it's company money doesn't mean it's our money, meaning that company money doesn't go to buy bourbon. We have to scrape the sofa cushions to do all of that. Anyway, carry on, Belle. We're way over time, but I'm having such a good time, so keep it going.
So, G Torres, what's the secret ingredient that makes it wonderful? I'm assuming he is talking about the bourbon you just showed off.
It's a corn mash, man. We don't do a lot of that. It's mostly, wheat. Most of these things are wheat, and this one is corn. And I don't know what it is or where they get their barrels, but you got that really, really good white oak barrel taste, and it's smoky and it's smooth, and you get that sunshine glow when it hits your tummy. And I don't know what makes it good. I can just know that I enjoy it. I understand how to make it because we took the tour out in Lynchburg. So we took the tour of the Jack Daniel's distillery, and they take you through the entire process. So I understand how to make it. I'm not saying because I took the tour that suddenly I can make bourbon, but I understand the process. So I don't know on this one. All I can say is that it is way up there on my list. And yeah, it's way up there on my list. I would rather have this than an 18-year whistle pig. And we found a place in Missouri that actually had an 18-year whistle pig, and it was $78 a shot. $78 a shot. I'm like, I can get 2 bottles of Iowa bourbon for $78. So as much as I would like to taste that, I ain't gonna pay you 78 goddamn dollars for that, man. I ain't got the money. Anyway, carry on, Bill.
Yeah. Someone was trying really hard to talk me into that one, and I flat out said, no, not at $78 a shot. No.
Well,
no,
it was a fun
can't.
night. All right, the game was on. Belle was eating fried pickles. I was watching her eat fried pickles because I don't do carbs, and I was like, well, I want to treat myself. And yeah, I couldn't justify that, man. $78 for a shot. I get the same amount of buzz for $6. So I can't justify that spend, man. That was a bit much. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
All right, and Idiot Fish, the digital logo files to have a back window rep made for a truck. All right, so I will actually get that to you. Now, with that being said, I would prefer to do that after we get on the app stores. That way there can be a QR code attached to that, and people can just rock and roll. I mean, not opposed.
It's a good idea, bro, and that's interesting because I will put it on the back of my own big ass 3/4 pickup or 3/4 ton pickup truck. That's a good idea.
And I will put it on the back of my Gladiator. I mean, come on.
That's a good idea, man. We'll make that one happen, and I'll make sure you get one. Carry on, Bill.
That was actually the very last one for the evening.
Perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will round up the Italian Joe tomorrow and see if we can do a Crypto Inferno. That tweet from Magmar is going to get some action. And if it doesn't, then I have to ask the entire crypto space, how shit-ass stupid are you? When he literally unzipped his fly and said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. If you can't get some action on that, I have to question the entirety of the cosmos and the entirety of this space. So I think we can have some fun with that one tomorrow. So I'm going to round up the Joe. We'll get him on, man. We'll do a Crypto Inferno tomorrow. We have theme songs for Crypto Inferno. So yeah, I want to use the theme songs on that too. Wonderful time, guys. So either way, Belle and I will be back tomorrow. We will either have Joe or we won't have Joe. And yeah, we'll continue the conversation. We'll have some fun. Please bring your questions, your comments, your concerns, your observations. Hopefully, we have a very big announcement tomorrow. And I'm really looking forward to that, man. I'm nervous. I've been almost waking up with the shakes every morning, man. I don't know if it's just adrenaline or my mind won't turn off. I don't know. But when you're on the cusp of something that you really have been working this long for, it hits you. It hits you hard. So I've refound my love of planking. That's it. That's what I have to do to kind of get rid of all that as I plank. And Belle was timing me. And the last one I did was a little bit over 3 minutes. And I understand for you younger guys, that's probably not a big deal. But for somebody...
3 minutes, 6 seconds exactly.
Yeah, but for somebody... Sorry. But for somebody who's 54 years old and doesn't work out, a 3 minute and 6 second good plank is a good plank. And back, if I was still in the military, it would be outstanding high, meaning that I pegged the scale. For the military, it's 2 minutes, 57 seconds. That's the longest you can go. You can't get any more points for your PT test past that. I did 3:03, and I think I can do 4.5. I think I could get 4.5 out of it. So I might try it next time. It's really hitting me hard, and we'll see what we can do about that. But I'll tell you what, as far as the adrenaline dump, yeah, that's all worked out. You try it. All right, go down there, give yourself a nice forearm plank and see how long you can hold it. I think I could do 4.5, so I might try that one next time and just see if I pass out or whatever. Either way, it'd be a cool experience. We're going to be back tomorrow. We'll continue the conversation of wherever we are. Hopefully we have an announcement. Hopefully we have Crypto Inferno. I don't know, but either way, you're going to see my smiling face and Bell's smiling face, and I might shave. I was thinking about that hard bell. I might just get rid of the goatee. It's been on my face for a really long time, and maybe it's time to clear that out and start over, find a new beard style I want to adopt. I don't know, but tune in tomorrow night. You'll find out. Anyway, gonna turn it over to the ever lovely redheaded Bella. She's gonna talk us up, take us out. Wonderful time tonight, guys. Can't thank you enough. And there you go.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, we are going to be live probably at 6 or 7 p.m. tomorrow night for Crypto Inferno. It depends on when Joe's available and can join. In between now and tomorrow night, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott@thepodcast.com or Bella@thepodcast.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. And shh. Of course he's running loose.